Yeah, there's no second gate. You're not coming through on stream.
Oh no. Oh, I wonder if it changed the source to like default.
It did, which means I need to reset.
So as I said, penis joke.
Why is there multiple echoes of Grimm?
I'm everywhere.
It's coming through on my microphone then.
No, I'm just messing with you.
All right, well, welcome back to another episode of Efferia Unshattered, the Black Sheep, and these fuckheads. When last we met, Dustin, what happened?
We had a lot of stuff. So after dealing with everything that happened at Julie Newmar's place, and then going to the Shepherd's hold, basically getting a decent amount of stuff. Honestly, I still think the flamethrower is a really cool idea. We got some information about the little cold iron sigil that was a nail turned into a holy symbol. Was for Sariel, the Weeping Forge, who was credited as creating cold iron. Said to be one of the first orcs and creator of some of the first magical items in Efferia. Not necessarily very well known, though. So it's kind of a little bit hush-hush on this one. But also, Arapsis was well aware that they cannot be summoned. And they only give answers in runes. They're very mysterious. Then Aldrin ended up having a vision and a talk with I don't remember if it was a vision or if you went outside and you had the vision, I think, right? So I think you were wandering around.
I went on the roof.
And
I
you went up on the roof to go howl at the moon.
Spirit vision with some tea.
Yeah. With Lunara. This time, instead of the outfit where it was like, I believe it was a bright white and blonde hair, like platinum blonde and
blue with
skin.
white, blue with like platinum hair.
White. Yeah. Like very, very cool colored and very, very light when Dustin encountered her with that way back encounter with Miktal. Now has red dress, dark hair, dark eyes, and all I really have in my notes is that they told Aldrin that they needed to make their way to the Sapphire Spire because there's something there that could potentially help them, both Aldrin and Ilyana, control their lycanthropy a little bit more. That is also the location where the Queen is hold. Or, well, not being held, but has hold. Then I don't remember exactly how. I think it was just Arapsis overheard somebody talking about it outside. Really good hearing. That a mother and children were found slaughtered outside of town. So they just whoosh disappeared off into the distance to go check it out, and it sorry, dry throat. If I believe it was confirmed that it was the mother. I don't remember her name at the moment, and I have to scroll back to find it. But the mother and
Connie.
the vampires. Yeah,
her name was Connie.
Connie, yeah, and Mr. K.
Yeah, vampire number 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Beetlejuice back there. But apparently they had been accosted and slain Not necessarily known at the moment exactly who, but they did leave a message for us. If I remember correctly, it was a rose kind of like scrawled into the ground with a very nice script B for bitch. Which really pissed off Arapsis because they do not like being trifled with.
That's what you got out of this. That was it. And I don't. Oh, you're really beginning to mix us up.
Well, I just remember the one thing that you said stuck out in my head of like, you know, I don't like having the things that I did be messed with. To paraphrase.
Very roughly paraphrased, damn it.
It's a bullet point list. What can I tell you?
I don't like giving hope and having someone else take it away.
Hmm. Yes, I can picture you. Yep. Yeah, that is pretty much almost exactly how you said that too. Yeah. It's like I like those like little audio cues.
You should be the one taking it back.
But I believe we ended up wrapping session with Sasha pulling some music boxes out of her bag that Dustin was able to hear while everybody was somewhat scattered. 4 of them, one for Dustin, Aldrin, Arapsis, and Sasha. The first 3 having flowers kind of like scrawled into the crystal on them. Reminiscent of the ones that Hartihar had given us before we had teleported into the Phaelost.
All right, take a point of inspiration. Thank you. All right, and that is where we shall pick up with you investigating these music boxes.
You know, I believe the interesting thing is that all of this is taken place at the beginning of a long rest.
Mm-hmm. So we haven't even really gotten a chance to like sit down and just breathe yet.
What?
No, not after Aldrin murdered that old woman. No.
Yeah, murdered an old woman, fought some cats, a giant skull, went to an abandoned building, looted it, and then came back here and just like, it's time for a nap. Nope.
Yes, diary, that's the day Aldrin killed the handicap old woman that we were going to talk to.
I prefer the term expedited her expiry date.
I guess she just reached her expiration date. Pruning the old garden never was so easy.
Oh. I have a joke in mind, but I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, same. I think we're on the same wavelength there.
Uh-huh.
What? I didn't set you up for something. Me?
Don't leave the
Like,
vegetable
never.
on the fridge for too long.
Never. My totally innocent background now, too.
All right, so you have these music boxes, each of you with one. What do you do with them? They have a slight vibration to them, as if something humming.
Do I get like a bad vibe off of this? No.
As soon as you've set them out, Arapsis has just kind of had a 1,000-yard stare.
You okay, Arapsis? You're kind of staring like I do. You getting a bad feeling about these things? Or a good feeling,
No.
hopefully.
Well, good. I don't think you quite understand the bittersweetness of this. At least for me. In this moment, this is a gift from the father that chose me, rather than the one that abandoned me over and over again. But this one was murdered brutally. And I'm walking a very fine line right now. One in which I wish to continue to believe in hope. And right now, I'm terrified that that is going to make me only want to end it.
In that case, do you want to be here if I decide I wanted to open one of these things?
No, I think that the rest of you should absolutely go.
Okay.
I open my box.
Just completely tearing off the Band-Aid. There you go, Silver.
You notice in the side of the music box, there's a small hole about flower-shaped that would perfectly fit the flower that you were given by Hartihar if you wanted to wind it.
Just imagining now the entire time Arapsis was talking, like Aldridge was like, ah, ah,
Kind of.
Right?
like the dog
Like,
that has the can of food they can't open and yet.
Holding it between two claws like a fucking appetizer. Like,
All right.
I'm gonna wind it up.
As you do, you hear each of them start to wind. And they all open in tandem.
Take my smile wherever you go. Take my smile with you to fend from each blow that this world's prone to deal. It's scary, it's real, but this smile's stronger than you know. And I hope that you all find fun. Though this journey you're on is a difficult one. Though there's things in the dark that won't stop till they're done. Your smile can be like the sun. Let your smile be just like the sun. Oh, geez, the last thing I wanted to have to make was this thing, and if you're listening to this, it means that I'm gone, and I'm sorry for that. And I need to tell all of you, first of all, you changed my life in a big way. And there's still so many things I want to do with all of you, but I can leave you with this. Morgana is terrifying. The most powerful Archfey, the scariest. She won't leave the Phalos. When she went through the Ascension ritual to become an Archfey, she disrupted the courts. I remember it. Created the Fey courts by becoming the first Dark Fey. and broke the Fey Queen into two sides, dawn and dusk. Before this, there were no courts. She will stop at nothing to become truly immortal and maintain her freedom. And she has never, ever pledged her loyalty to anyone, including the Queen. And then, of course, there's her Sam, an agent of pure chaos and anarchy. You think I would like that? Oh, geez, he wants to go back to a more primal time. There was no royalty or courts, sowing discontent between the three courts, ordered to destroy each other. Anarchy is beautiful, but not like that. If you're gonna do anarchy, you gotta have a little class, right? Oh, geez. Oh, gosh. Guys, I'm really gonna miss you. Sessa, you know I believe in you and I will always believe in you. Dustin, thank you for trusting me with Sessa. Please know that I knew how much that meant. Rapsis, it's up to you now, buddy. I'm leaving you my will in this world. Make it crazy. And tell Ethan I'm sorry. And that despite it all, I truly loved him. Aldrin and Ileana, you're stronger together, I promise. Never let love go. Any of you, hold on to love like a dog with a bone. And look to Lumina, Believer, Mother Moth. Those are the names. Backup forces. People that can help. Because I can't anymore. No sad, no more sad. Guys, this isn't goodbye. It's smell you later. Remember my smile forever. Because I'm going to remember all of yours. Kisses. Bye. Mwah. How do you press this thing off? I made it.
And as the small illusion of Hartihar fades, you're left in silence.
I'll be outside. They just turn.
Sasha's probably leaning her head on her shoulder, Dustin, and just sobbing. Butter kind of patting you both on the back.
You guys know how Arapsis said about, I don't know, 10 minutes ago that they don't like giving hope and taking it away. I had hope. But I guess he really is gone.
You see the light of a bonfire start to glow outside of the house, and hear the snaps of Arapsis's whip as they practice. Arapsis, despite the ringing in your head and ears at this point, you hear something near the back of the property. Horses. At least a few. Seem to be drawn to the sound, or disrupted by the sound of the whip.
Horses drawn by the sound of gunfire. I don't trust those horses.
No. I can't word. Shush.
Those aren't horses!
What's that over here? For some reason, I felt like my talking horse was Cornholio.
I mean, okay.
It's the sound through my headphones. It sounds like I was.
Name your
it's
horse
fine.
whatever you want, little guy. Slowly starts nickering at the horses and begins approaching. Well, I'm not entirely sure if Aldrin really needs one of you, or if one of you would even take him, but, well, I guess it's at least a step in the positive direction. What do all of you think? A little bit of water, a little bit of hay, maybe an apple or two, and then we'll see how you take to all of us.
Give me an animal handling check, please. They're not friendly, but they're not unfriendly. They seem to just kind of disregard your presence.
Yeah, which is where they will go immediately into like, all right, let's get you food and water, huh?
You would also notice as you enter the stables, there is a large black carriage parked.
Well, now that is different. I do believe in a little bit of style if you're going to travel. Well, you know, I mean, if I have to show up in chains, I might as well do it in a lavish way, right? I mean, I'm owed that much. Slowly begins setting up horse tackle. How much can it cost? It's just a banana.
What?
It's a banana. How much can it cost, Michael? $10?
Oh, the dots connected.
There you go.
Oh, man.
All right, who's taking first watch for the official start of your long rest?
Oh, I'm not sleeping.
I figured.
Not right now. No.
Now you're busy. You're busy with the horses. I'm talking to the other two.
I think I'm the
Don't take
well.
damage.
The humans are the only ones that really need to sleep, right?
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, Death Dealer's hand, really. I think Bodrick still needs to sleep at some point, too.
He's already asleep.
Yeah, figured. He was a heavy sleeper. That
He
make
goes
me
and like
feed
just
me, Aldrin.
curls up on the end of the bed with what he's like kind of trying to, since it's like half collapsed from, you know, the fireball that went off in that room. He's just sort of like perched himself on the corner and just kind of curled up. He's like, yeah, this works. Curls and pulls the blanket over.
Better than dirt.
So, Dustin or Aldrin, who's taking first watch?
I will.
Okay.
They need less sleep, so.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
and I'm going to have you and Ileana roll perception checks.
Okay. $27.
23.
Will you stop
Oh.
kicking me?
So, you don't hear much aside from people settling down for the night. No distant screams, no chatter. People are locking things up tight. You notice a lot of people in the area have now added like full shutters to their windows. Some metal, some wood, whatever they could, some mix of both, kind of ramshackle, whatever they could put together. Some people have just boarded up their windows entirely. But you hear Arapsis and the horses back in the stables out back.
I'm gonna kind of take rounds along the edge of the roof. Just keeping a look on the perimeter right now.
Okay. Put you guys in here. Put you outside. We'll say, yep. Perhaps you found the building I was referring to. Thank you. All right, Ileana will basically go in the opposite direction, so you guys cross paths periodically. Roll me a D10, Aldrin.
Okay. $10.
You start to see storm clouds rolling in.
Okay.
And you hear Ileana kind of give a sigh of relief. I hope they cover the moon.
I'm not sure if that's gonna really help.
Anything at this point? She kind of looks at her claws. I haven't quite figured this body out yet. It's been a while, but I'm still not used to it.
It's useful, but that's about it.
Deadly for sure. But you said Lenara pointed you in the direction of the Sapphire Spire. There may be something to help?
Something about mirrors and showing how the moon used to be.
Curious. Do you trust this goddess?
I trust that we don't have a choice.
Fair enough. All right, the rest of your watch follows uneventfully. Arapsis, as you get the... give me another animal handling check, this time with advantage. Hey, like you needed the advantage this time. Yeah, no, the horses are totally relaxed now that you've been kind of moving around. They seem to not care that you're, like, not alive.
Like they were used to it here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See, you just needed a little apple, and then everything was okay. And maybe eventually I'll find wonderful little sugar cubes for you. What do you think? You would all like that wonderfully.
All right. You...
Wait, how many horses are there?
4. And there are 4 spots to hook them up on the carriage.
Oh no, I'm trying to think of a naming scheme for them.
I could throw out a stupid one.
You're asleep.
I know.
You know, I think in the memory of Hartihar, I'm going to name you Upper, you Downer, you Laugher, and you Gasser.
They do a little like trot and they do a little like trot in place as if they're happy.
Slowly starts hooking everything up. How long do humans sleep anymore? I'm really not sure how long these rests are supposed to go.
What you doing?
The old one is just behind Arapsis.
Aldrin, give me an animal handling check at disadvantage.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. It's not too bad.
If you spook Gasser, you're not going to like it.
He did. He spooked Gasser. It smells really, really bad now. Really bad. Aldrin, the scent hits you instantly.
This was you.
I'm pretty sure it was the horse.
Smelt it, dealt it.
You pointed it out first.
You had that look on your face. As strong as my vampire senses might be, I'm pretty sure that yours are slightly keener.
It's pretty bad.
So, this is what we would call state-of-the-art luxury traveling, my friend. And if we're going to be traveling to meet the Queen, and if I'm going to be doing it in chains, well, I'm going to make sure that I'm arriving at least lavishly. Some of us don't run on all fours.
I mean, I spend more time on 2 legs.
Do you still? Look at you, still holding on to those wonderful elfy sides of you.
You say as you look, and behind Aldrin, Ileana is on all fours, dry retching at the smell from the horse. Pretty much.
Yes.
Knowing that you weren't exactly subtle in town, how the fuck do you think Bechdel made it here so fast and knew about that vampire and her babies?
Well, I don't think she knew about the vampires and her babies specifically. I think potentially, unless someone gave her that information. Well, actually, being anywhere near here could have given her that information. To be entirely honest, since she's been capable of reaching out to me before, I hold no small belief that she's capable of doing that with the rest of them. I suspect her connection with the rest of them is, well, stronger than it is for me. I am not like that.
Wouldn't that imply that she turned every last one of them? That's a lot.
Well, no, but each would be her progeny, wouldn't it? You're forgetting how lineages work. At this point, she started it all. One
And you
is
say
just...
my family tree is weird.
Well, in this well, it's not mine in this situation. I was just... At this point, I'm sort of the adoptive uncle, if you will. But I'm trying to move everyone out of the basement.
Are you still trying to find dissidents among the vampires?
Well, that would be your way of putting it. I believe that everything that we are going to do is going to fill these individuals with a certain discontent with the choices that they've made. And when we do what we do, all of those vampires will be forced to be disenfranchised with what they were told. And they can stick to their previous proclivities or be safe. Do you remember one of the things in that message? There's a ritual. The end of my road will always be trying to stop her. And I don't mean Baccaryn. I guess in this point, perhaps I'm the one that gets to experiment with a little too much. But maybe that will make all the difference.
There is one thing about our next leg of the journey. In Nohala and Yana's group, the Crescent, vampires were to be killed on sight, not asked where their allegiance lies. Do you think the Queen is gonna ask questions after basketball is dead?
Well, there's another reason why I'm important then. my friend. Because I have this mark. And when the Queen sees that, she will understand, at least, the offer and the chance that my presence presents itself. That exact ability to try and offer another answer. And if this Queen is so attached to the moon beyond what you even understand, perhaps she has more knowledge there than we know.
I'm not sure that having you showing up in chains and introduced as the enemy would convey the message that, there could be a choice.
Well,
Maybe showing her that you're not tied to Bagdell would be a better way.
one leads to the other, don't you think? That's where the two of you have to play the good cop. That's the point. In each of those moments, I was able to balance out the rest and try and make everyone see the lighter parts of it. This time, that will be your job. Because there is no queen that is going to accept the appearance of outright resistance while allowing people inside of her own sanctuary. We have to allow her to maintain some semblance of control. Unless you truly wish to try and burn down the crown.
There is just one little problem with that.
I'm gonna cast Disguise Self to look like Elven Aldrin. Tall Elven Aldrin, because I can only change by 1 foot. And just like...
That's about as much as I can do. I can't really do anything about the voice. And I can't do anything about Ileana either.
Yeah, she's in the back and just kind of goes,
Pill to swallow. Unless
You truly have no imagination, my friend. Look at you. You just make yourself look like you did before. Did you have this voice? No. So why not gussy yourself up? Make yourself look more grizzled. War veteran Aldrin. Come on. Be imaginative in all of this. Come up with a better character for yourself to play.
you hear the fox laugh in the background coming from Ileana.
Well, there is another option. I can just try to sneak in and get to the bottom of the tower and hopefully get this form back and make it easier to have conversation.
Rapsis all of a sudden looks at him fairly seriously. Now, Aldrin, I need to know, when we go in there, if you get your human form, are we going to find another family member of yours?
Well, she is technically my cousin. Distant, but
Are you bloody kidding me?
I wish.
You're not going to kiss this one, are you?
Again, 1, it was a frog. 2, I licked it not kissed it. And yes, I'm aware it doesn't make it any better. But it's different.
I don't believe the Queen will be more amped for that opportunity. Well, unless you're truly going to be persuasive.
We'll just put that as like Plan J.
Well, that means you have to help fill in everything between them. Alpha and J for yourself. So, what do you propose?
Well, Plan A. I sneak into the tower, get to that mirror, and get my elven form back without killing anyone. Plan B.
You've been really good at that so far, haven't you?
I'm trying. Plan B. Maybe we break a few eggs to make an omelette, but the end result is the same. And I'll get back to you on the rest.
Didn't we find a whole bunch of smaller magical items? Isn't there anything that can help you be less killing in all of this? Wait. Wasn't there an item that helped peacefulness or something?
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna rummage through the bag.
No. Let me see. I tell you what. The best I can do is a good tea.
How good?
No, not that good. Just a little bit of chamomile, rose petal, other things. But unfortunately, you need to try your very bestie best to try and control yourself for this, yes?
As long as there's no windows, I should be okay.
And, well, actually, I just thought of this. So if the Queen is your cousin, distantly, however, and you have another cousin who was also a werewolf, shouldn't she at least be aware of that? You know, the existence and all of this.
Well, he was kind of in the Feylost as a frog.
But what about the rest of them?
However long.
He wasn't the only one.
But I don't think I'm related to the others.
Well, yes, but I mean, shouldn't the Queen at least have knowledge of things that are, I don't know, present within the kingdom and places that she came from in these situations? She's still elven.
I think that's Plan C. He's showing up like this.
Ah.
That
So
would
you
mean-
see,
That would mean that getting past the guards first.
I truly now begin to understand how every single one of our plans has gone awry. You see, your prioritization here of plans is Plan A, sneak in and get everything I want perfectly. Plan B, slight version of that with more murder. And then C is a peaceful option, where we try and be social. This right here shows me exactly where everything has gone wrong before.
To be fair, Plan A is peaceful.
That's
It involves no
Plan
murder.
A is if everything goes perfectly fine. And when has that ever happened for us, my friend? Ever.
Well, you gotta try sometime, you know.
Well, I guess this is another moment in which the rest of you befuddle me with your absolute positivity in these viewpoints. But no, I think you are planning for murder, my friend. And planning to not murder the Queen's guards would probably be the higher choice.
That's why it's plan A.
No, well, how about plan B? Hey, sorry, I'm actually a guardian of Moonladrian, and I'm here to help. I don't know, talk your way out of it before just ripping out more old lady necks. Yes?
Talking has never been his forte.
Well, yeah, I mean, but you'll be with him, won't you? And what about Dustin?
I don't exactly have ID on me that says, hey, my mother is the head of House Tenebrian. Also, I haven't seen her in 40 years.
Are you saying that you don't all look alike?
Slow blink.
Ileana just walks off back to the house at that point.
I had to remember that we were all 10 intelligence for just a moment.
Yeah.
Just a half.
Just like slow blink and like.
You've seen my father and sisters.
Yes. You all have the ears, and your faces are just kind of,
What are you doing with your face?
I'm doing your family face. Move slowly back into the shadows.
I can still see you.
I know you can, but you know, everyone else. This is what your family looks like.
I don't like what you're doing with your mouth there. It looks weird.
That's what your mother said.
And on that note, Dustin! God damn it, you guys! Dustin starts to come to consciousness. Aldrin, Ileana gestures for you to come back inside. Go ahead and roll me a perception check. I will roll for Sasha as you guys take second watch.
Okey-dokey.
Hey.
Not bad.
All right, roll me a d10.
It was a 5.
Get the 5. Rain starts to fall as you guys take your watch slowly at first, but those storm clouds that Aldrin saw are now overhead and starting to pour down on all of you. It's been a while since you've been in rain. Sasha just kind of sits outside and just face up to the sky.
It's not used to hearing rain on walls anymore. Cave walls. It's different.
I haven't heard it on a rooftop in years. I don't remember the last time it rained, aside from once or twice in the savannah, but yeah, those were not like this. He watches some lightning flashes overhead, and she just kind of smiles and waits. You see her kind of count down for the thunder.
One Norahala, two Norahala. I haven't done that since we were kids. Oh, man. Kids. Oh.
That was a little longer for me than it was for you.
Oh, yeah, right. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. This eclipse has stolen a lot from a lot of people. Time, lives, the sun. Be nice to get a few of those back. She squeezes your hand.
I think we could probably start with the sun.
Yeah, that would probably help a lot of things.
Yeah. Starting to get really pale without the sun. Mm-hmm.
She gives you she looks you up and down and then like looks at herself.
It looks good on you, though.
Thank you.
Mm.
What's that? And she sees the light on in the stable and starts heading back that way. I'm going to move you two back this way. As you approach, you see Arapsis setting up a large black carriage and 4 horses.
Ah, I see the two of you are up now. It must be your time for watch.
Sometimes it helps to have a little bit of a nap and then break. But, are you setting up for
Traveling in
for us?
style, my friend. All of us are going to arrive at this spire because, I mean, truly, we're showing up to meet the Queen. How can we not show up with at least a little style, a little panache?
I cannot disagree.
See, we can't exactly roll up as dirty, well-worn people on horses, or worse yet, on foot. Come now, that's despicable. Might as well slay me right there.
Well, this will certainly speed up the process of getting to where we need to go. Anyone know how to drive one of these?
I was just wondering the same thing.
I only know how to read a map. Everyone else has to sort of handle those sorts of things. But I believe that we had somebody that was good with tools. At the very least, I hope this is an elaborate tool. If not, well, I'm good with animals, and I can at least try that.
Yeah, Dustin, go ahead and give me an animal handling, just because I want one.
Are you sure you want one?
Yeah, Sasha's gonna roll one too, don't worry.
You, Avatar of Death, roll your animal handling.
They don't freak out in your presence.
Yeah, that's a good roll.
They seem quite calm and just happily chewing on some apples and oats.
See, not all of that bad.
No, yeah.
Perhaps we can take turns then.
Yeah.
You watch as Sasha opens a cabinet to your left and pulls out a long dark jacket and a wide brim hat and puts it on. She's like, I mean, I could always pose as the driver. Or you. And
That's
puts the hat and tosses the hat on Dustin's head.
Double Stetson.
I don't think this would fit Bodrick.
No, it would be like a 3 bears in a trench coat situation.
Something like
We
that.
met that earlier, though.
You what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. Kind of a fun story. So we did actually find Istvan. He's good.
Oh, wonderful.
I hope.
Yes,
I think.
you gave me the drawings, but what is this about bears?
Oh,
Well, you know, when you think cheese, what else do you think? Bears. It's natural, really.
cheese, bears.
Bears. Istvan.
Yeah. I was trying to think of like the Epherian equivalent of Battlestar Galactica. Couldn't think of one.
We'll have to come up with one later.
Just completely straight-faced. You know, cheese and bears.
Yeah. They totally go together.
Right. Right.
I like peanut butter and honey, darling.
Mm. But yeah, Istvan had apparently helped train those bears to kind of be very, very sneaky, and they kind of snuck around the woods when we were making our way to Norahala. It's quite a sight. I hope they're doing okay.
Well, that is part of the reason that we are constantly reminded we need to keep moving forward. In each of these moments, as we meet these people from our past and see how they are inexplicably, irrevocably changed, we know we must carry forth to end all of this, to make sure that the sun rises.
Yeah. Need that sun back.
Well,
All hail Jesus. Okay. Sorry, muttering something under my breath. Sorry.
Jesus!
Oh my god. What? We
All
don't
of a sudden,
just.
eyes roll back in their head.
No, thank you.
Like there has to be a first cuddling of Jesus.
It all started with the bears. Istvan
Oh,
all along.
Maybe Istvan is Jesus.
And
Or
he was
maybe it's one of those mad
reincarnated into
scientist
a
moments.
minotaur 1,000 years later.
It was only 200 years later. Come on.
Potato, potato.
Yeah, we're almost a quarter of the way there.
Yeah.
Halfway there. Whoa!
Chair.
Oh.
What?
All right, guys, we are going to take a 5-minute break. We'll be back in just a few. Don't go away. And welcome back, everybody. Thank you for your patience.
Been a stroke.
There you go. See, you didn't get it at the beginning, but you got it now.
Don't worry, we always get
Gotta
it
get it
in the
in
end. It might take a little bit of wiggling, a little bit of spitting and lube and cussing, but we'll get there.
God damn it. Anyway, so we were discussing horses and a potential ride out to taking this carriage to the Sapphire Spire.
See, it all came back to a good ride. So, I think that she has a point, and you should absolutely put on that hat and that coat, at least over your armor a little bit. It adds just a certain aesthetic to it all.
Yeah.
Sasha trades and takes your Stetson and puts the other hat on you.
It's
Looks better on me anyway.
even wider. I don't think I'm allowed to disagree, but I wouldn't anyway.
She tips and goes, "Milady." Climbs up into the driver's
Nope,
seat.
give it back. Give it back.
As soon as she does it, though, Arapsis, like, curtsies.
Yeah, this looks like it'll be a pretty comfortable ride, honestly.
Oh, it is very cushy. This is the fanciest carriage you have ever come across. This one, most likely, you're guessing, was another gift from Baccaryn.
Ooh. Is that sending up any red flags?
No, it's just fancy.
No? Fancy? Okay. The gift from Baccaryn. Last time that we got something from Baccaryn, she tracked us for weeks. Good thing we sent her on a wild goose chase on that one.
I do wonder what happened to that goose.
Honk.
Dramatic goose noises somewhere.
Yeah, I think so far we've only met one person that could scry. I don't think we'll be getting them to scry again.
Was Khazro ever able to scry at all?
Let me check that. I'm also checking Bodrick just in case. I don't think he can. No, he definitely... Bodrick can't, but let me... God, when was the... I had to reactivate Khazro's character sheet and update it.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if I've picked all of his spells, so give me a moment.
I forgot what happens when you have the nitro.
You're looking through sound alerts or soundboards?
Well, there's just certain ones that I would, make sure to keep close to my heart. Because the sexy sax from my server is one I always want to have.
Absolutely.
I just always want to walk in with, good evening.
I did not, God damn it. Quit with the sound alerts. I'm trying to get words out. Anyway, I do not have Khazro's character sheet, but we'll say that he, yes, is capable of scrying.
Well, wonderful. Well, there you go. There are at least some other options, and, well, since I chose to make sure to reach out to him, keep him safe reaches, that means we
Right.
at least have some capability of that.
Hopefully our memory of the goose is adequate. I don't know if Khazro ever met the goose.
Khazro would not have met the goose because the goose was summoned while you were in Norhala.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever show him the journal, though? Then he could scry on the journal.
I did.
Oh. Good point.
Because, yeah, and that, when we got back in the time in the cave, like, that was a big thing, was Arapsis and Khazro going through the journal and the other lore. So he definitely saw it in that time.
Okay.
Maybe if we get some downtime, we could check on the goose.
Legos.
Ah, my wonderful goosey.
Arapsis talks in italics, Aldrin talks in bold, Dustin talks in wingdings. Thank you, Tara. I can't unsee that now.
Well.
Anyway, it's getting to be around the end of your long rest. Bodrick wakes back up. Liliana and Aldrin join you. You now have a carriage. What supplies are you taking with you to the Sapphire Spire? It would hold 4 of you inside, 2 outside, which would be 6 of you.
Good thing there's 6 of us.
It's like I thought this through.
The math's out.
I can just run alongside the carriage easily enough.
It's a bit faster than you, but I guess at a normal pace, you could easily...
How fast are the horses?
Let me triple check how fast a horse is.
Like, what, 60 feet?
A draft horse has a speed of 40 feet.
Okay. I have a speed of 40 feet.
All right, so yes, if you so choose, you can trot alongside.
I'm literally walking alongside the horses.
But can you keep that up for like 8 hours?
I mean, I can just hang on the back of the carriage for like 20 minutes. That's like, 3 hours in human time.
Or since you're so massive at this point, you could always just sit on top of the carriage or on the back of the carriage.
Fucking SWAT style on the side of the carriage.
Let's see, we need food.
We need
How
a
long
set
of
of
a trip is
normal manacles.
Yeah, Inventory check.
You? Inventory check?
Who are you? Where is Dan?
I mean, to be fair, I used to check my inventory all the time. Like, obsessively.
What changed? I'm kidding.
Stream.
Fair enough,
Surprisingly,
fair
I don't have manacles.
Me neither.
You picked up 4 sets of manacles, I believe. 3 sets of
Well,
3.
we picked up cold iron.
You picked up
manacles.
cold iron. You picked up cold iron filings, and you picked up a few sets of manacles. You put them in the bag of holding.
Yeah. But I thought we also, like, I thought the manacles were cold iron manacles. I
They
know at
are.
least some of them were. Yeah.
Yeah.
And personally, I'm trying to go in, without my skin kind of itching and burning like it wants to poison me. That's my personal preference. I don't know. I mean, consider it just laments of the prisoner.
We'll say that Bodrick has a pair of regular manacles.
Bodrick, proud of you.
Aldrin pulls out a pair of
Trying to
manacles
help.
and like remembers that no one has prestidigitation. Puts it back.
All right. So you start making your way.
It's okay, Mister. Sasha will
east.
explain it later.
How long of a trip is it from here to the Sapphire Spire?
A week.
A week. Ooh. And we're probably not going to be stopping in like a town or anything on the way.
To the big map.
Grr.
Diddle-doo, diddle-doo. Okay, you are currently here.
Well,
So yeah, unless we wanted to,
Yeah, so
because otherwise it's the pink line.
Mm-hmm.
The one that I set in the beginning, the one that we're still slightly following.
Somewhat.
yeah. Well,
We just have to avoid Mount Doom here in Moonlandrian.
yeah, we just gotta head south of it for now. Do you guys know anything about Meadowpest hives or Hollow Nest? Like, I'm just trying to figure out, like, do we bring a week of food and bedding, or do we just bring like enough to get like a little bit more than halfway there, like 4 days worth?
Well, what about Venmar?
It's true.
Venmar
Like
is a
real
Moonladrian
cold.
outpost. That was where Valaris and the rest of the Crescent End members were headed when they left Norhala.
Maybe we can go say hi. See if they remember us.
The way that you said that makes me very suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
I mean, unless you think we can get like supplies from them to get like the last day of our journey.
Well, I would actually hope for a lot more than that, really. I would hope to stop at the place closest to where we're trying to go and hope that, somebody would have heard something, know of a delivery being made, any sort of rumors Things that will be useful for us, yes? Less rushing in and hoping everything goes perfect.
I could scout discreetly enough.
You see? It's a wonderful little outpost. I imagine it's probably got a cute little gift shop. Come on, I'll buy you a mug.
Ilyana would not lay out.
True. She would.
Yeah. You know, it's a good thing that we have all these friends that have been around all of these places that we're going to. It's good to have connections. Yeah.
All right.
Help from your friend.
Oh. Actually,
Thank you for
mention to
being
the
a friend.
DM, a little thing for the DM. Since it's going to take about a week, maybe Ilyana could do some map making in the meantime with the bag.
Yeah. I would say so, definitely.
Save a bit of space in the carriage as well.
Yep.
Mhm.
Put your wife in a bag.
Yep. Carry her along as
My
we
wife in that bag.
run next to the carriage.
Step 1, put your wife in the bag. Step 2.
2, have her map out the bag.
Cut a hole in that bag.
Where did all this stuff come from?
All right, so
Oh God, we're a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Are you just now figuring that out?
Anyway.
all right, so who's driving?
Onward.
Sure.
I mean, we can all take turns.
All right, so I would like an animal handling check from whomever is driving. Is that going to be Dustin, Sasha, Bodrick, Rapsis?
Would you like to take first dibs at it, Arapsis, or would you like me to kind of feel out the road as we're heading out
I
of town?
can only try. Same as the rest of all of us.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, you're able. Let's see, we'll put this here. All right.
Riding my pony.
All right, Arapsis, give me a survival check to navigate. Oh yeah, you have no problem. It's a straight shot, pretty much a straight shot east. There is a lot of open road during this trip. The trees will be farther between, not as dense as what you have experienced in other areas. Dustin, go ahead and roll me a d20 for weather.
Oh no. I got nervous when I saw the 1.
It is overcast, but you can still see the moon shining through the haze. So it's dim light still, but dimmer than it would be on a clear night. So no one sees Aldrin, except for Bodrick. Bodrick just watching as like Aldrin's following next. He's just sitting on the back and you don't want to get in. You're just gonna walk. Oh, okay.
I'm good.
Or he's just casually jogging next to the horse.
Not even like on the fours, just kind of like.
Aldrin, I'd like for you to give me a constitution check to see how long you can keep
Sounds
that up.
alright. Phrasing. Not very long.
You will take a point of
Oh.
exhaustion.
I'm a sprinter. Better on short distances.
Mm-hmm.
I know that feeling, IRL.
All right, so you guys continue to make your way. You make the first day of travel. Are you going to make any stops along the way, or are you traveling straight through?
I doubt the horses can survive for a week without breaks.
Just checking.
I could put them in the bag.
Open the bag, it's just Ileana's mouth. I'm hungry! Ah!
Here, have a horse. I'm so hungry I could eat a horse.
Just crack open a couple cats.
Be tripping
Crack open-
balls, sit around for a while.
Crack open an old one. Sorry, we don't have any elderlies today.
Finally
No,
aged.
you killed the last one.
Yeah. Isn't that the saying? Crack open an old one with the boys?
I no.
Is that because
Yeah.
no one can see Aldrin?
Yes. I see what you did there. Anyway, we shall make camp.
All right.
Camp's good.
Aldrin, go ahead and roll me a d20.
10.
This night is clearer. The overcastness, the clouds kind of disperse, and you're able to see the moon nice and bright tonight.
I'm just gonna lie down on the top of the carriage. Take a nap.
Bodrick and Sasha are curled up on the benches inside the carriage.
Arapsis would probably sleep at the top of a nearby tree.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll say you're able to find a tall tree nearby.
Crouching vampire, hidden werewolf.
Yes.
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah.
We got a name for the episode.
That means I have to
There we
name
go.
all the episodes, you bitch.
You're welcome.
Well, eventually, okay?
You know, I just want to point out for you that when all of this started, it was Baccaryn as a monk. And now Arapsis is one too.
Uh-huh. So I need a bamboo
it will be
forest. Got
crouching
it.
Tiger. It will be a crouching tiger fight.
All right.
How are our lichen friends doing with the exposed moon night? You guys doing okay?
Well, there's no children around, so.
You hear in the back, or you hear in the distance, as Ileana snaps the neck of a bunny.
Well, way of nature, right?
I think since we got to this point, it doesn't get much worse, I guess.
To be honest, better than the kids.
Agreed.
Yeah. I really hope that we find something to make sure that you guys are, no offense, but more under control.
That
That's
would be
the idea.
nice.
Hmm?
That would be nice.
If I'm gonna have to infiltrate Naimon, I'd rather do it discreetly rather than leaving entrails behind me.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be preferable.
It's hard to be discreet when there's a trail leading up to you.
Yes. You definitely want to be more discreet and less discream.
You can hear Ileana's eyes roll.
Aldrin just gives like one of those dog smiles where it's just like teeth.
Oh boy.
All right. Your first night passes uneventfully. Arapsis, who are you continuing to drive, or are you guys trading off as you go?
I think straight off.
All right. Who's gonna take second day's driving?
Yeah, I can do the second day driving.
Okay. Roll me either dexterity check or animal handling.
I think I'm going to go with the dex check.
Yeah,
+4
just
instead of +1.
Give me that animal handling check just for shits and giggles. Better. The horses don't seem to want to listen to you at first, but after a while you're able to kind of figure it out, kind of get the hang of things. You're not used to, driving a carriage. This is like it looked easy, but
yeah, it's just 4 horses instead of 1. How hard could it be?
Are there any hooks on the side of the carriage?
hooks?
Yeah, like a hook, like to hold a lantern or something.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna hang the bag there, and then Olwen is just like halfway out of the bag, like a dog outside the car window. Just like and the tongue just flopping.
I need fan art of this, please, somebody.
Oh man. You're welcome.
Yeah, no, that is great imagery, thank you.
8-foot tall werewolf with tongue flopping in the wind.
All right. Arapsis, go ahead and roll me a d20 for weather. All right, you've got another clear day with the moon above. So nice and well lit for you guys to travel. No major occurrences on the road. We'll say you guys are able to find another. We'll let that ride for a couple of days. So we'll get to day 6. We'll say you guys make the first the first big chunk of the travel uneventfully. You don't see anyone else on the road, though, the entire time. And that, in and of itself, is a little odd. But, you know, blood moon eclipse, there may not be as many people traveling as there would be normally. But get to the 6th day. I'm going to roll for Sasha to drive. We're going to go for Dex on that one, because +5 versus a +2.
Mm.
All right. She's an old hat at this. She just picks it up. She's, oh, I just watched you guys for a few days. That's fine. Okay. Yeah. So, Dustin, go ahead and roll me a d20 for weather.
Can I roll it whether or not?
Ah.
Why am I getting so many puns tonight?
That's
I don't know.
what I'm used to from you.
You must be you must be having fun. How dare you?
Yes, how dare.
All right. So, this time you guys get rain again. Another storm. It's not coming down real heavy. It's just a steady rainfall. Do I have a hot? Oh, sound effects.
Mm.
Yee.
It's been a real quiet 6 days.
Well, we haven't ordered the carriage in 6 days, so, you know, towards the end, it's going to get a little quickie.
Yeah, good point.
All right.
Puts
As
the big
you
hat on Sasha.
Oh. As you continue to travel, Aldrin, are you still dog hanging out of the bag while it rains, or are
Well,
you?
if it's raining, there's just like the muzzle coming out of the flop of the bag. I'm using it as the cover. It's just the muzzle poking out.
Okay. Arapsis.
One of the lycanthropes has to have an, you know, eyes outside, so.
You hear something moving through the woods as you guys start to travel. Aldrin, you would smell something else canine. But also the smell of sulfur.
I'm gonna poke my head into the bag and call out to Ileana.
Alright.
Get her to come back out. You know, literally like climb my way out of the bag like an eldritch.
I mean, you say that, but I was literally imagining Arapsis turning into fog and re-solidifying, held like standing on top of the carriage, looking out that direction. It's like, whoosh.
It's like we got the dealer's hand right there, and then there's like Arapsis, and then Aldrin is horror movie Mary Poppins.
All right.
Arapsis also closes a book right before they did this.
I will mention to Sasha, like, if the three of us get off the carriage, keep driving. We can and will catch up.
Okay. She gives you a curt nod and urges the horses to go a little faster. And you watch as from the tree line behind you, about 150 feet back, some very mangy, ragged-looking dogs, large, start to step out and pad along the path behind you.
How far back do you say they are?
About 100 feet.
Okay.
Perhaps roll me perception. Actually, roll me Arcana.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. With our +0 brigade for intelligence, I will take a 12.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's in double digits, and that's saying something.
Right? That's what I mean. I was like, I will take double digits for these.
That's the important part.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, Arapsis. There's something about these that just aren't quite right. They're not natural. Not to this plane of existence.
Aldrin. These might be looking for me.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I don't know. We have to be careful. Do not trust what they look like.
I was thinking of making the road behind us a little more difficult for them to get through if they want to catch up. But only if they get close.
All right. You take the first 40. I'll take the next.
Again, like full teeth smile.
So, yeah, I guess we are going to, behind us, set down subsequent spike growths.
Yeah. I'm waiting for them to get like, within maybe 50 feet. It's like we have the range to do it now, but I want them to be like full sprint so that they don't stop. Like if they realize that this is dangerous, it's too fucking late. You're gonna go through it.
The smell of sulfur grows stronger as they grow closer. They start to pick up the pace, trying to match that of the carriage.
I'm holding a spike growth until they're within 50-foot mark behind the carriage.
All right, throw down spike growth.
Literally, Owen is like planting his hand in the top of the carriage, and the vines just sprout out the back and dig into the ground and just erupt under them. Like basically, the start of the spike growth is gonna be under the first one, and then the rest is gonna be between them and the carriage.
Remind me, is that a square or a circle?
So it's a circle.
Sphere, technically, but yeah.
It's a sphere, yeah.
Thank you.
20-foot sphere. Boom.
Just like an abusive father abandoned me here at home alone, and now he wants to send a puppy.
So yeah, for every 5 feet that they go through this, 2d4 damage. And it's difficult terrain, so it's, house movement.
One isn't able to stop in time and plows right into the spikes, slowing it down. The others start to split off and make their way around it.
Okay. I just look at Aropsis. You're muted. You're
You
muted.
guessed.
D. Can't hear you.
We can't
Still
hear
not
you.
picking you up.
Well, I know that time I was actually talking without saying anything.
Oh, okay. Thanks. All right. This one doesn't quite make it through before it dies. The others, however, are starting to get closer. And then a few more come out of the tree line ahead of you. I would like you all to roll initiative as we are now entering a chase sequence.
Woo!
Don't forget to click your token.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's a good roll.
Yeah. You go before me. I have 14 decks.
Gotcha.
All right, so this is going to go a little differently than what you're used to. We're going to do this. So, this is going to be a skill challenge. Each of you needs to overcome obstacles in advance. Each of you we're going to run this kind of like D ran their last chase, Dan. So you get one action, no bonus actions, no reactions. And at the end of your turn, you will roll a d20 for possible complications. We are going to use a three-step tracker to kind of gauge their proximity. There's far, which is just behind you. There's close, nipping at your heels almost within reach, or on you, which means they're directly attacking the carriage or horses. So the carriage barrels down the muddy path, wheels bucking. From the tree line, snarling hellhounds burst forth. You must either lose them, survive until you reach the old bridge, or defeat them before they tear the carriage apart. So, Dustin, you're up first.
In addition to an action, am I able to kind of like make suggestions for the Death Dealer's Hand?
Absolutely, I would allow that as a free action.
Right. So I'd probably just say, Sasha, keep us straight. Bodrick, hit anything that jumps on. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm not proficient in it, but Dustin reaches for Sasha's rifle and just goes, what's the range on this thing?
80 to 240.
All right. Gonna from inside the carriage, basically like aiming out the front. Just gonna try my best to pick off anything that gets onto the road. So I'm probably gonna have to wait until they move closer, or would you allow me to take a shot at something as action?
I would allow you to take a shot at something as an action. Yeah.
Alright. I guess I'll try and take a shot at the one that's closest to the road here. Way out ahead.
Yep. All right. Go ahead and roll. Let's see. Without proficiency for you. Let me check this. What is your whatever your proficiency is with, or whatever your attack bonus is for your pistol or revolver? Go ahead and use that for the Joker.
Okay. Should I subtract my proficiency from the
yes.
from the roll? Okay. Okay. Well, I've got a feeling that's probably going to miss. That's a total for a 10.
Yeah, that is unfortunately not going to hit it. You're not used to such a long firearm, especially in a carriage trying to go down a muddy path. So your aim isn't quite as dead on as you would like it to be, and it goes a bit wide. Aldrin, you are... Oh, sorry. Dustin, roll a d20.
You got it. I don't know if that means 20 good or 20 bad.
You see far ahead of you, beyond the hellhounds, you see fire alight in the distance, in the center of the road. And you hear...
Too much
That
wow.
didn't sound good.
Too much wow.
All right. Aldrin, you're up.
Well, I have 2 more, so this time they don't get to avoid it. Spike growth. Boom. On these 3.
All right. Is that what, a dex save for them?
There's no save.
Oh, okay. Then they are in.
If they move 5 feet, they take 2d4 damage, and it's difficult terrain.
All right. So they are slowed.
You just did a 20 diameter, though.
Yeah, because I measured from the edge. It's a 20-foot sphere.
No, it's
a radius?
20-foot radius, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, that's a diameter.
Here. There we go. Now they can't catch up, for sure.
All right. Roll me a d20, please. And if you roll a 20, roll again.
Okay. I didn't. I rolled a 19.
We're just going to go in order now.
A flock of very agitated geese floods the road, forcing the driver to swerve wildly. Sasha is going to need to make a animal handling or dex save.
Through the geese. Through the geese.
That's not the geese! I hope that wasn't one of the ones we were looking for.
She just narrowly makes the dexterity save to keep the carriage on the road.
Do we need to make
And,
some sort of save?
you know what? Aldrin, roll me a d6.
Sure. 3.
You are pelted by a very angry goose who looks like Gustarian. Roll me a percentile now.
3.
This is
Again.
not the goose with the diary on its back.
Good. It would be weird because we sent it on the other side of the continent.
Exactly. All right, Arapsis, you're up.
You know, with the timing of everything that we're going through, I don't feel as though I have the most opportune turn now. I think I'll use this exact opportunity to do something different.
All right.
I am going to... I'm going to try and longbow shot that one.
I'm sorry, I missed the ping. Which one? Okay, got it.
So, I guess the real hope here is essentially... Oh, never mind. I can't use this one. Never mind. I can't use what I wanted.
Okay.
Spells with a bonus action that are part of an attack sequence.
Got it.
Because I wanted to try and ensnaring strike the one in the front.
Ah.
So, because I'm currently trying to hold up for something bigger, I'm going to drop an entangle.
All right, dex saves for the puppies. They fail. So they're entangled.
So yeah, I make plants. That's my turn.
All right, roll me a d20. As you continue to barrel down the path, you swerve past a surprisingly persistent gnome vendor trying to sell masks. Now Sasha has to make another dex save to avoid hitting their cart. Hold on, let me get our little guy on here. Hold on. Where did it go? Oh, let's see. Dex save for Sasha. Well, that's a nat 20 for a total of 30. She's just like, oh, it just kind of just urges the horses around this guy as he does a little boogie on the side. And as you continue by, the vendor yells a curse that gives everyone disadvantage on their next roll.
My competence!
Yep, exactly. All right, so up next is Sasha, and she is going to continue to urge the horses faster, so that'll be another dex check. That's a 28. I think she's fine. The hellhounds, on the other hand, are going
With disadvantage?
Oh, yes, with disadvantage, you are correct. Let me roll
curse.
again. Oh, that's a 12. No, they come to a
Ignore that.
screech.
It's fine.
They come to a screeching halt. And as she does, you hear her yell out, "Something ahead!" Let me get more. Roll me a perception check, all three of you.
At disadvantage because we're cursed.
Correct.
Don't know if I wanted to go with 17 or 17.
Aldrin, you notice that the figure on the horse, both are aflame, but the figure has no head.
So no head.
Yeah. All right. Oh, I forgot to roll for Sasha's complication. Hold on.
That's okay, we got a few of them already.
Hey, the good news is the curse is gone now. It's on your next roll.
That's too early for that one. Let me roll again.
That's
Another one?
Another one.
Another one. Oh no. Now there's two. Actually,
Oh,
no,
no.
hold
Now
on. It's
Karen.
supposed to be another way that
broken.
intensifies the situation. Then I think we're going to make some more friends here in the back. And you get a couple of flying fuckers, that appear out of the trees and start flying. Let me add a turn. Gotta add these guys to the initiative.
Dustin, bull.
Yeah. Get some clay pigeons out there.
All right, it is. Let's see. These hellhounds are gonna get a bit closer. And it
Oh,
is
bad
Bodrick's
puppy.
turn.
Bad
Yeah.
puppy.
Are the
Yeah.
ones behind not moving? In the...
I will take care of them
Cycle?
here shortly. I'm moving you guys up slightly
Okay.
from where you were. So these guys get to about here.
With half movement?
Yes, that's with their half movement. They have 50 feet of movement.
2d4 damage per 5 feet.
Yep, so that is 10d4. I'll just...
Boom. It says rolling the dice.
23.
That was a lot of numbers.
Uh-huh. I like my number better.
Like I'm just looking at my screen and all of a sudden just spikes everywhere.
That's the
Caltrops.
idea of spike growth, yes.
Oh, you're right.
I like to
They
picture
are.
that the roots from that fucking stump just like came out of the ground and just...
Yep. Alright, so they are bloodied, but still moving. Bodrick is going to... Let's see. He is going to use his rifle, his shot-off shotgun, and try to take out one of the ones in the or one of the ones ahead of the horses. That'll just hit for... What?
Bang bang.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, a total of 20 to one of these guys. Up front. And does he get I think he gets a second shot. So, shooting again. Unfortunately, that will not hit. Ileana is gonna jump down. Try not to scare the horses and go running for the puppers. Dustin. Oh, I need to roll d20s for those two. Never mind. 1 second. Another fucking goose chase. God damn it. Another stampede of geese. Another flock of geese suddenly floods the road once again. This time Ileana has to, or Sasha is gonna have to make another animal handling check.
For Ileana, instead of chug, is chomp.
All right, she succeeds on the animal handling check. Bodrick, on the other hand, his complication is a vital piece of the harness snaps. He is going to try to make a strength check to fix it. As he climbs over the top of the carriage. And he fails, so these guys get closer. As do these. So that one takes more damage. That one is actually dead.
Woo.
All right. Dustin, it is your turn.
So is the Joker like breach load single shot? Like it doesn't have a magazine?
Correct.
Okay. Then yeah, I think pretty much like just any turn since Dustin has extra attack, 2 attacks, just fire reload for that one. So
Yep.
Let's try and take another shot at let's go for the one on the upper half of the road there.
Okay.
Just because I figure straighter shot. Alright, so this roll -4.
That unfortunately is not enough to hit it.
That would be a 10
Yep.
total. Yeah. Mm-mm.
You're just not used to this rifle. It's very cumbersome compared to the revolver.
Yep. Sasha, you have my never-ending respect for being able to wield this thing.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Gonna load another round into it, but that's it.
Complications?
All right, roll a d20. A loud crack signals a damaged wheel. Make a strength check to quickly reinforce it.
Strength check.
Check.
Darn.
Hell yeah, not 20. Let's go.
All right, Spider-Man, you pull this ferry back together. I mean, you fix the wheel very quickly and are able to reinforce it. You take 1 success. Woo! You guys need a total of 3 to get away from these guys. All right,
boy.
Aldrin, you're up.
So I have a question for the party. Do we want line of sight on the hellhounds ahead of us, or do we want to try and get through with as little damage as possible? Because I can fog cloud and try and get us through that shit. where they can't see us when we pass by.
Speaking from above the table, it might be kind of tough to get through them, regardless.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they would have disadvantage on attack opportunity.
No, I think
Unless-
it's not a bad idea.
So, yep.
I'm okay with that. Give it a shot.
Boom, fog cloud. We're gonna make another circle. Whee!
All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle.
It goes in the square
right in
hole.
front of the horses.
That's what exactly goes in the square hole.
Okay, that'll get all of them. Boom.
Nice. Nice.
Fog cloud. They're all blind.
All right, D20.
Don't fuck us. 19 again.
More geese! Make me another dex check!
Why did we choose the geese trail?
Do I have to make the dex check or does Sasha have to?
Oh, Sasha does. My
This
bad.
is
My
fine.
bad. Yep.
Right. God damn it!
They're just like,
Everywhere.
"Oh."
All right, she saves. You guys are good. You guys make it through the geese without running any of them over. They all scatter away.
They saw the rest.
Mhm.
I guess those geese are lucky ducks.
Look at all those chickens.
Look at all those chickens. Exactly. All right, Arapsis, you're up.
We almost had a spit take, I think.
That's okay. I managed to swallow.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Just like your mother, Trebek. I think I'm gonna hold action at this point because this is concentration holding those two back there.
Okey-dokey.
And I am waiting for something to get closer to try and pop at this point. Because I will shove something off this or kick it off it if it gets too close.
Okay. All right, roll me a d20 then.
8!
Ooh, we haven't gotten that one yet. What's that one? The heavens open up, reducing visibility to near zero and making the road a slick mess.
You mean
Perception
the one that
checks
all
are a
those things are
disadvantage.
running at? Oh no, those monsters won't be able to see us?
Yep, everyone's perception checks
Oh,
are a
no.
disadvantage.
Sasha won't see shit either.
No.
All right, she is going to make another animal handling check to try and get the horses going. And succeeds. So you guys do manage to move forward. Let's see. He would get to about here.
It's a little bit of a precarious situation.
Just a
If it
bit.
makes the horses dash, then we can move again.
That's true, dash. Yep. You would just make it through.
All the carriage does. We all fall down.
And that was the end of the adventure.
All right, a 15. A section of the road ahead is becoming a raging torrent. Let's see. She is going to need to make a dex check to find a safe detour. Or power through. So, first I'm going to have her make a perception check at disadvantage. It's okay, she got a double 22.
Nice.
I can see clearly now, the rain is
Right.
gone.
Why are all these obstacles in our way?
Unfortunately, the horses are not listening and kind of stop at the start of the puddle. We'll say that it is... Let's just make a square. There you go. All right.
They're avoiding the square hole.
Back in the... Way in the back! Let's see. They
Back in
have
the 90
flight
feet
speed
away.
of 60 feet, so if they dash, 120 feet gets us to... there. Alright, and that is their turn. Now it is the Hellhounds' turn, who are going to go... They're going to... Ah! Stop stretching the token, just let me move it. There we go. Okay. That one's gonna get up on Ileana. This one's gonna go this way. And those puppies are back there. Are you still within 90 feet? Let me see. Rapsis, you are now out of range, so Entangle is down.
Poof.
Alright. It is this guy's turn. He has flight speed of 60 feet, so he can get up to about there. And once again, he is going to cackle.
Once.
Why won't it play?
It is.
Play.
Oh,
It did.
it's not playing for me.
Yeah. He cackled once and then he cackled the full tail.
Okay. Weird. It's like it's not coming up on my end. Consistently. Anyway. Alright, Bodrick's turn. Bodrick is going to try to get yeah, he's gonna shoot this headless dude. Let's see. First shot will just hit for 13 damage. Second shot. $27. Is that a nat? No, not quite a nat 20. Not quite. But another 18 damage as he blasts holes in this guy. And tells Sasha to get on with it. All right, Ileana is going to attack. She's going to pull out her short swords and go for this guy that's attacking. Well, she doesn't get the sneak attack damage, which is too bad.
Oh, darn.
I know.
I mean, if there is an ally within 5 the enemy, technically she would, because the enemy is threatened.
But not this one. She's attacking this one.
Which one? I don't see a ping.
The one's near the back of the fog cloud.
E.
Should have gone for the other one. He was blind.
As part of her action, she is going to gain, since she hit it, she is going to gain 8 temporary hit points.
Hell yeah.
All right. Now we roll that d20. 10. Let's see. Bodrick is going to have to make another strength save as another rain breaks on the horses. So strength check. He is strong as fuck, and he just gets it back together and just ties it, hands it back to Sasha, and just keep going. All right. We are at the top of the round, so that means you guys have 1 success. I'm going to move you guys. She is going to try and get around the flooding. All right. Dustin, you're up.
Oh, man. Given that we've gotten a bit of range away from things, what are your thoughts on taking the help action to assist and potentially provide either a boon or advantage to somebody in case something goes absolutely wrong?
I am okay with that.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Dustin's here to help.
Roll me that one, d20.
Oh, I hope nothing goes wrong here. Oh boy.
The hellhounds' unearthly howls terrifies the horses. Sasha is going to need to make another animal handling check to keep them calm. Succeeded with plenty of leeway.
Yeah, totally fine.
You're up, Aldrin.
Let's get the hell out of here.
So, let's see. Okay. I'm going to jump off and go across the puddle. No, actually, I can't go like this. Hold on. I'd have to... Just out of range. Yeah. I'm gonna jump over here so that I'm within 15 feet of the Headless Horseman.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and cast Lightning Lure. So he has to do a strength save of 15.
Okay.
Ooh.
You got to 22.
Damn. I was trying to pull him away from the carriage, but I guess I'm here now.
All right, roll me that d20.
Yes.
Had to try. It's a
Yeah?
9.
9.
A poorly secured crate in the carriage bursts open. I need everyone to make me a dexterity saving throw as it spills a ridiculous amount of glitter out of it.
Damn!
Everyone or everyone on the carriage?
Everyone.
Including Ileana? That's 100
Oh,
feet
no,
away?
not Ileana.
Is that Dex save, right?
Dex save, yes.
There we go.
Not fucking 20 again.
I can avoid the hell out of glitter. I could summon Headless Horseman.
Bodrick gets it
twice.
right in the face. He is now at disadvantage, or actually any attacks against him are at advantage, so it's basically fairy fire. But with glitter. So, unfortunately, yeah, Bodrick got the brunt of it.
Who in the hell packed the plague powder?
Some goblin named Pink Eye. All right,
Now
Araps,
it's
you're
time
up.
that she's in the world somewhere.
You know, I realized that Uldren had a slightly good idea, but gosh, I'm gonna have to run pretty far for that. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I can't make it. Oh man. That means, how far am I from? Not what I meant, but I'm about 70 feet. Okay. And that is 150 foot range. Okay. So yeah.
All right. And that is...
No. Let me do... Well, trying to find what the best... Oh, yeah, I guess I'll... Boop, 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 boop.
Another spike growth and tangle. What do we got? Oh, spike growth.
Spike
Okay.
growth.
Alrighty. Roll me that d20.
Oh, too many layers.
I don't think I've seen a 16 yet.
There we go. Come on, it's a high number at least. Let's get it.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on,
The
no
Dullahan
complications. Come on,
makes
no
an attack
complications.
is going to make an attack on Uldren. So he is going to make... he's going to make 2 battle axe attacks. A 22 to hit. And a 22 to hit. I need a con saving throw. 2 con saving throws from Uldren. DC 15.
Well, first one just passed, second one failed.
All right. The first one deals 15 slashing damage. The second one deals 26 slashing damage.
Okay.
And he definitely tries to take your head off.
Noted.
You barely avoided getting your head chopped off.
I can't let him hit me again because I'm at a third of my hit points now.
All right. Roll me that d20. Oh, wait, no, that was the d20 from Arapsis. So it is Sasha's turn.
Arapsis, yeah.
Yep. Sasha is going to dash with the horses. Get to about here. And then we're going to roll a d20. 8. Another round of perception at disadvantage as it continues to pour. All right.
Thunder.
Ah!
All right, these guys get to about here, and that is their turn. Then the Dullahan is going to take another swing at Aldrin. That is going to miss. And that is going to miss. Wow, I got an 11 and a 10. All right, the hellhounds are going to go after Ileana.
Yeah.
And let's... That's gonna miss. And that's gonna miss. And that's gonna miss. And wow, they're rolling horribly. I haven't rolled above a 15.
We'll take it.
What
What
is
a
her...
dramatic way to end a session.
Okay, 1 hit. And she takes 12 piercing damage.
I have to ask.
So she loses the 8 temporary hit points and takes 4 damage.
I have to ask. Does the Dullahan have true sight?
They ain't got no eyes.
Double checking that.
Because if not,
Yes.
you should have had disadvantage on
Yes,
all
they have
attacks.
true sight of 120 feet.
Yeah. Well, that's fucked.
Well, fine.
All right, we're back to Budrick, and he is going to shoot the Dullahan in the back. That'll hit. Second shot. Come on. Second one misses. First shot does 20 damage and blows another chunk out of this guy. Right.
He ain't got no head, but he's still blowing chunks.
Ha.
Ah,
All right, Ileana is going to risk an attack of opportunity from these two. So let me go back to the puppies. And they're each going to get a bite. That one misses. That one hits, so she takes another 14 piercing damage, but dashes and gets up to here. All right. You guys have made another success and have started to increase the distance between you and the hellhounds. So you guys make it to here at this point. Dustin, it is your turn.
I knew it. We're getting some distance. Last chance. Gonna turn back and try and zero in on the Dullahan there with
All right.
the Joker. Let's try this one more time. And you know what? I'm thinking about it. How many times can I use that? Oh, it's what, twice? Twice per short rest? Okay, let's try using the all or nothing coin with the Joker.
I was hoping that's what you were gonna do. All right.
Alright, so D20 roll 11 or higher, success?
Success, and if you do, that is max damage.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Unfortunately,
Dan, you had one job.
it jams.
Inspiration?
Yeah.
Inspiration, I will allow it, yes.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Come on.
That's not better, Dan!
I know!
She had one shot, one opportunity.
Exactly.
Came once in a lifetime.
Mom spaghetti.
just
So yes,
say, like,
you
your
jam and we'll have to use your next turn to fix it. And roll me a d20.
I swear, if it's a 20...
Now you're sticking with the threes.
All right, that is another animal handling check as the howls spook the horses. For Sasha. And she fails, so that means they close the distance a little more. Yep. And these guys get to here and
Don't
one
forget
less.
all the damage.
Yep.
Oh, the spiky spike.
This one's gonna fly that way. This one's gonna fly this way. That one. Run. 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 Alright.
Jump. I can be a backpack while you run.
That's not a hairy vine.
Alright, Aldrin, you're up.
Yeah, so for my action, I'm just gonna not with this guy. And boom.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try and run past him. Because I have 60 feet of movement with the Guardian Wolf.
Oh god damn it, I just
So-
fucked up your... What was your initiative?
27.
Okay. Alright.
So it's 60 I can get to there. I don't care what opportunity at this point. I just rush past him. Because I have a buffer of health that's more than my usual max hit points.
Alright. So he does not get an attack of opportunity, or he does?
I mean, he does. I just don't care about it because I have a buffer.
Okay. Alright, he gonna try to smack you
Okay.
with that battle axe. And miss with a 14.
That actually just hits because that's the natural armor of the Guardian Wolf.
Okay then. I need a Constitution saving throw as he tries to take your head off.
But can he take my head off if it's not my natural? Or do I revert back to werewolf?
You would revert back to werewolf. As you take 29 slashing damage.
Okay, I still have hit points as the Guardian Wolf.
So you're just nearly headless.
Nearly
Yeah.
headless Nick. Alright, roll me that d20.
I still have more hit points as the Guardian Wolf than I do as Aldrin.
Your wife has double your
Yeah.
hit points.
Yeah. She
Makes
also
sense.
has 5 levels above me.
Alright, 11.
Mm-hmm.
More hellhounds appear from the side, attempting to cut off the carriage.
Oh my god. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old?
That's
Oops. Alright,
Popping out of the woodwork.
pretty much.
Can we call it at the end of initiative order?
Yes. Yes. Alright. Rapsis, it's your turn.
Oh man. Well, I guess if one is gonna be that close, I am going to flying kick this one.
Do it!
You're jumping off, and you're jumping off, and you're jumping off, and everybody is jumping off.
That'll definitely hit.
I get knocked back 10 feet. Due to charge.
Hmm. All right.
So I moved more than 10 feet to hit them.
Nice, nice.
And then I'm going to jump back on the carriage.
All right. Roll me that d20.
Monk bitch!
Oh, yeah.
They're jumping off, and they get up again.
Oh, look.
Oh, look! More geese!
Geese! Fucking geese.
That is
The road
another...
was desert for 6 fucking days. And suddenly, everyone's here.
Okay, Sasha fails, so that means one of you is going to take a goose to the face. Roll me a d6, Arapsis.
Hank.
All right, you take a goose to the face. Roll me a percentile.
How much goose damage did you take?
This one has a book attached to its back.
It's Tusk Glove.
It is Tusk Love.
Now available at an online retailer near you.
Exactly. This is not the book you were looking for. This is not the goose you were looking for. All right, Sasha is going to urge the carriage farther on. One last d20. 16. That it means another Dullahan attack, and he's gonna go after Aldrin again.
God fucking damn it, you piece of shit. Fuck up.
Would you rather attack you or your ex-wife?
She's got more HP right now.
That'll hit.
Of course it will. Shit HP with this. Well, shit AC, I should say.
For 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
All right. Time for the puppies. Actually, I would like each of you to roll me a d20 one last time. We're gonna make this the final round.
Nine!
The final round roll.
Alright, we got all them lows.
All right. You guys come to a fork in the road, but you see in one direction there is a bridge. What do you choose? Left? Into the woods? Or
Bridge.
right? Towards the bridge?
Bridge!
To the Brandybuck Ferry.
Up the bridge.
All right. Everybody votes bridge. All right. You guys do successfully make it across the bridge. The hellhounds peel off and seem to be averse to flowing water. All right. As you gather, as you regroup on the other side of the bridge,
Oh, man.
we will end as Arapsis suddenly kind of vision fades and familiar voice fills your mind. Why is it not playing? Where'd it go? Is it plain?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it's not. I'm gonna have to restart it. I'm sorry, guys. It's not coming up on my end. That means the stream won't hear it. So I gotta refresh the page. Yay, technology! Yeah.
Breaking everything.
That's my job.
Hello, Arapsis. You hear her voice invade your mind, and an image stirs of her casually sitting in a grandiose sanguine velvet chair, matched by whatever she is swirling in her glass. She's dressed for bed, you assume, a chiffon sheer black number with ridiculous amounts of onyx down feathers adorning the collar and ends of the sleeves. She looks what feels right at you, right into your soul. So, you know, I found the Archfey and ended his absurd existence. But you might wonder, why? Or more importantly, she smiles, her eyes darkening with a sinister delight. How? Honestly, I couldn't find the time to dirty my hands with the job. But I have many, many fun friends with many, many fun talents. You see, I had a theory about cold iron. I knew it could be deadly to the Fae, so I concocted an experiment. I sent one of my many friends with their many talents to seek the Archfey out. He was easy to woo, easy to trick, quite gullible for someone so old. And isn't science fun? The cold iron dagger slid easily across his neck, like silk at midnight. So now we know. Cold iron isn't just deadly to Fae. It's fatal. Her eyes are practically cinders. She takes a deep breath, closes her eyes, and leans back. She looks back to you with calmness and takes a sip from her goblet. And we also know Archfey blood is absolutely to die for. You feel an amazing euphoric surge for just a second, and she flicks her tongue to her right fang. You can see the red glistening still lingering on her tongue. Sweet dreams, my prince. I simply cannot wait to see you again. Oh, sorry, I mean, Hartihar.
And you watch as the vision pulls back from her face, and you see a pair of blood red, shadowy wings emerge from her back behind her. And that is where we will end tonight's session.